Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another session. Everybody better be awake because we got some trading to do. So yesterday we had a crazy move and we caught some of it before it happened. But sadly we didn't catch it when it happened. So we made a good call. But you know, we missed the train. We were just at the station too early. It is what it is. So for my people in YouTube land, if you just came across the live, it's your first time here, let us know where you're tuning in from. A lot of us are from Toronto, some of us are from Arizona, some of us are from Vegas, some of us are from Europe, some are in Calgary. So today we don't have such high impact news. We do have this here. Depending how this goes, this could make some change. Natural gas storage, I don't know. I don't think it'll do much. Let's see what's popping. If you actually held yesterday's trade and you caught that during the news, because I know some of you, work, you're at school, and maybe you forgot. Maybe you forgot you even had a trade, which is a bad thing, and you shouldn't do that. But if you did, and that was you, please let me know. So we have market open in 9 minutes. Let's see how today goes. Will today be the day we lose our win streak? It could happen. Why do I say that every day? I say that every day because this is the first time I've had such a long win streak. It's over a month and a half win streak. So we have not had a losing day. We've had a few losing trades, but winning days overall. So I say it every day so that you understand that mentally you should always be prepared for whatever outcome. Whether you win or lose, it's part of what can happen. And just because you have a really good win streak does not exempt you from losses. Because everything is like a pendulum. If it swings one way, it swings the other way. So if we have a lot of wins, hopefully we don't have a lot of losses. But if we do, it's not going to matter because your risk to reward should be on point anyway. Could we already be in a buy zone? Could that be possible? Could it be? I'm gonna say yes. So we're in the buy zone now. So feel free to hit that buy if that's what you're gonna do. I'm not giving financial advice. It would technically be in our modest. Use your discrepancy, risk management, all that good stuff. If you can't see the numbers too clearly, let me know. I can't really do much about it, but I want to know because I know for some people they were struggling the other day. Oops. See, mistakes happen. I just put a sell instead of a buy. Okay, good thing we fixed that. We're off to the races. The importance of timing. Still blurry on the numbers, so going to use TradingView as like a side-by-side. Nice entry. What do you mean about timing? What I mean about timing is we caught it just on time. And in our community chat, I dropped the screenshot of the numbers so all of you can see it, so you can put it on your trading view. If you are not using TradingView, make sure that you start using TradingView. Five, 7, 7. Of course. TradingView is not a brokerage. You can connect some of your brokers to TradingView and you can map out your charts on it and trade directly from TradingView if you connect your brokers, if it allows. I don't do that. I keep the broker separate in a separate window. The reason I like to do this is because it keeps things separate for me. And I always found myself, when I didn't have as much discipline, I'm still not perfect, but when I didn't have as much discipline, I would try to like look at the charts throughout the day, see if I should buy or sell, and like be chasing trades throughout the day, which I shouldn't have been doing, obviously. So I started to cut myself off from trading resources. So like my MetaTrader, I made sure to have that cut off. So I deleted the app because I'd be trading with MetaTrader 5. When I was done trading, I would delete the app entirely. And I would keep MetaTrader 4 on my phone. And I'll tell you why in a sec. TradingView I'd keep on my phone also, because then I could look at the charts, but I can't trade on it. So I kept MetaTrader 4 on my phone for the reason of every time I wanted to go try to catch a trade, instead of opening MetaTrader 5, I would open MetaTrader 4. Jackie LaRose, glad that you're back into trading. So I would go to MetaTrader 4 because I would have that fix, almost like an addict. I would have that fix of I opened MetaTrader, but then once I got there, I couldn't use it to trade because my account isn't connected to MetaTrader 4. So now I get my fix of opening MetaTrader 5 and the realization of, okay, well, I can't do anything. So I would catch myself and observe how many times I was doing this throughout the day. And it was not a good thing. I was actually disappointed in myself. So that's why to a lot of people, when they're starting off, I'll say, don't trade on your phone, first of all. And if you're up for the day, you'll always hear me say, delete the app. Delete the app. Because if you delete the app, it's such a process to download and go log in again. And that'll be enough pattern interrupt for you to be able to walk away. So that's something that helped me. Also, I don't keep my login details on hand. I don't even know my username for my trading account, and I keep it that way on purpose because I don't want to know. I want to make it as difficult as possible for me to trade when I'm not at my computer. with these zones up here, I'm not going to touch sells today. If we hit these areas, I would be very careful. So if we weren't in the trade already, and I hope all of you are in, if we weren't in the trade already, I mean, I might have put in like a low risk sell, but if it goes up from here, I would be very careful because it could break those all-time highs. Just like last week, gold is in new all-time high territories. And if it comes up to that zone from where we are now, we could even catch a rocket ship up. Unless it decides to do the opposite and just decide to tank like Ocean Gate and just totally implode. While you're on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. The playlist is cool. Appreciate that. Agree with all those methods. Really good ideas. Absolutely. Absolutely, they are good ideas. Wish I did that 3 years ago. I know, right? I wish I did that too. I say I wish I did that also years ago. Like Ocean Gate. Too soon. Yeah, I know. Rest in peace to everybody except the owner. Well, I mean, I don't wish him any. I mean, he's dead now, but you know, I guess rest in peace to him too. But it was his fault, is what I was getting at. But everybody else, you know, rest in peace to them. So I say I wish I also did that 3 years ago, but I do have to admit, my best friend Dennis was always telling me that. So I can't say I thought of these things. Some of it I started to incorporate, some of it I added to it. But he was always drilling that message into my head. He was like the first person that I knew that made like 30 grand in a day. What else? Oh, the playlist. So thank you for the compliment on the playlist. It took me a while to find a good playlist that doesn't give you copyright strikes. For everybody that's in on the trade, y'all got in on the modest. Okay, so you are already up 30 to 40 pips depending on where you got in. Feel free to close the trade and walk away for the day. I know a lot of you are not going to do it, sadly. So feel free to close the trade, move your stop loss to break even so you are risk free, close partial if you are in a few lot sizes, whatever you need to do. Don't get greedy. We all get greedy. The psychology always kicks in. So yesterday, as you saw, we were in the perfect buy zone. And we got out too soon, I guess you could say. We did do the right thing because we were out after the move had happened. Then it came back down, and it's like, okay, we're up for the day. News is coming out later, so we won't take a risk. And we stayed out. So that was technically the right thing to do. But then we have the fear of missing out, the FOMO, of if I had stayed in or if I had bought back in, I would have caught that huge candle when the news came out. So we have that FOMO of we should have, we could have, look what it was, look what it went up to, all those profits that were on the table. But just the same, it could have been the opposite. So we could have caught the opposite. And then there's something called slippage, where even if you have your stop loss, with slippage, it could totally take out beyond your stop loss. That's something we won't get into right now. So we did the right thing in how we traded. What's the minimum amount of money you recommend to someone to start with when getting back into trading? So if you're getting back into trading, I don't know what your experience was before, whether it was profitable or not, or what you were trained on prior. I would recommend first, before you put any money back into the market, demo account. Excuse me. So I'd recommend demo account. So the amount of money, 0. Zero is the amount that I'd suggest you start with. You're very welcome. If you don't know how to make a demo account, DM me on Instagram and I'll send you a quick tutorial. When you are going to trade with actual money, I would suggest that you don't go, number one, too crazy, and number two, too low. I'm going to enter another position. What I mean by too crazy is, don't think to yourself, okay, I'm going to go 10 grand and just go nuts. No. Get the habits and patterns out of the way, the discipline first. So do the demo, show yourself that you've gotten back into the swing of things, because the desperation can be real. And when you put actual money, the emotions change, because now it's real money on the line. I don't care if it's $50, if it's $100, if it's $10,000. The emotions are way different than if you had the equivalent in a demo account, even if you took the demo account serious. So what you got to understand is the discipline is the most important there. So let's say if you go on the opposite end, you go too low. If you go too low, it's actually higher risk. So if you think to yourself, you know what, I'm just gonna put $100. The lowest lot size you can put is 0.01. And with $100 on a lot size of 0.01, you can only really afford to lose what, 20-30 pips. And 20-30 pips is going to be $2 to $3, which is your 2 to 3%. So your 2 to 3%, you're hitting it too quickly. So if your 2 to 3% is being hit quickly, like, it's going to eat up a lot of your account fast unless your trades are on point. And if you're just starting off or just getting back into the swing of things without much experience prior, chances are you might not be hitting them on point. Unless you're part of a community, like a lot of you are with us, and you're able to trade it as a group, you have odds more in your favor. So for those that get in the trades, not like construction trades, but get into these trades, always understand where your stop loss is going to be. Especially if you're fresh, don't be thinking I'm going to close it manually when it gets to whatever price. Get into the trade when it's time. Don't worry about a stop loss entering the trade. So you just enter. Okay, you enter the trade. Once your trade is active, set your stop loss to whatever 1 to 2% of your account is. So have a stop loss, but have the stop loss placed after your trade is placed. Okay, so I want to be clear because sometimes people have selective listening. Don't worry about entering a stop loss when you enter the trade, but once you've entered the trade, you make sure you put a stop loss, and make sure that stop loss is 1 to 2%, depending on your risk, your trading strategy, and your risk to reward and your trading plan. So yes, have a stop loss, but put it in once you've entered. Capiche? Capiche? I've been playing with my dice from high school. So I keep them here, like back in the day, those medicine balls, they would like make sounds. So like these are the dice that I'd play with it in high school. Is today the day? Is today the day we have our first losing day? I don't know. We'll see. If it does break this area, Make sure you have your stop loss set. Remember, we don't predict the markets. We don't care what happens. We are totally detached from emotions. I hope y'all didn't full port the trade. If you did, that's on you, not me. The people working closely with me, you know what your trading plan is. So from here, you, depending on your stop loss, you should be already out. I didn't say close. I'm saying depending on your stop loss, wherever it's at. For mine, mine's still in. We'll see what happens. And I'm referring to the people that I know that put their 30 pips stop loss, that are doing that practice. So if that's you and you listen, then I know that your stop loss hit. For the others that have your 50 pip, probably not. I don't know. Everyone's trades are going to look different. My trade is still active. So 1 sec. My dog wants to go out. They remind me of the magnets I used to play with in middle school. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Those magnets. They're like kind of like cylinder, right? But they're like tapered. So they're like, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. If you're still in the trade, let me know. If you got stopped out, let me know. I don't care about having a losing trade. So if I say stop this, cancel it, then obviously do that. But I still think the move has potential. One, two. Let's see how the other playlist is. There was like different themes. Let me get it. Or let me find it first. We have news. News is happening in 5 minutes. I don't think it'll be high impact news. I mean, obviously there's no high impact news because it doesn't show a red folder, but I don't think it'll impact things very, very much. It could a little bit, mainly for the existing home sales, because that could show or give insight. That could give insight on where the economy is at and could be at later, especially because the FOMC meeting was talking about, the one that happened yesterday, was talking about lowering interest rates. So if they're talking about lowering interest rates, it shows where the economy's at, as well as it might make it favorable later on for people to get into real estate. So whatever home sales are now, good or bad, could change the market a little bit. We don't have to understand how those things work. So don't think to yourself, oh my God, I need to learn how news works so that I can know if I buy or sell. No, don't worry about it. Just, if you can just do this, you go to forexfactory.com. What time is news? Is the folder red? No? Okay. Is it orange? Yes. So red is bad. Like, red is scary. Stay away during red times. Orange, be cautious. Yellow, don't worry about it. If you can get through that, then don't worry about the news. If you want to learn about the news and how it works and all this stuff, then that's better for you. But don't stress. Trying to get the other playlists here. Stream tunes. For those of you using TradingView, and those of you that are not using TradingView, you don't have to pay for TradingView. So please don't think that you need to go and pay some other software. Just use the free version of TradingView. It's more than enough. Don't worry about indicators and all this other random stuff. If that's your style of trading, then God bless you, all power to you. But you don't need that. Like, I personally know traders that embarrass people's salaries on a daily basis. And their attitude is, I'm going to keep my $15. So don't worry about, oh, I need to pay for it because if I'm a serious trader, then I need to pay for TradingView. Who cares? Even like multi-million-dollar traders don't give a crap about paying for TradingView. Okay, let's see how this playlist is. News in 1 minute. You can see the timer. 20 seconds. 19, 18, 17. It's like counting down for the new year. and news just dropped or is dropping. And if you can't see the things too clearly on my screen, I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix that. Let me see if I can make the window itself bigger. Maybe this will help. Damn. Okay, this might be good for the stream. Is this better? Let me know in the chat if this is better to see the numbers. I don't think it'll be crystal clear, but is it a little bit better? Yeah, on my other screen I can see. I can see that it's not perfect. Let me magnify it 2 times more. Oh no, it's the wrong playlist. I was wondering what those like background voices were that weren't just in my head. And I say it's the wrong playlist because the song that's just been going on for the last 3 minutes could get me a copyright strike. It's not good. It's the best it's looked so far. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. It's way more clear now. Okay, so as long as this is better and y'all can see much better, then I'm happy. The alien face will save for when it takes off. For now, we'll have it cooking. So this is what they mean by cooking up the charts. Got to get my Instagram story ready. If you're on Instagram, make sure you're following me at EdwinDzapata, EdwinDzapata. ZAPATA. Send me a message, say hello for my free guide. Comment the word YouTube and I'll send you my guide if you want access to our free community. Then I'll see if you qualify for our free community. We only want serious people in the free community. We don't just take anyone and everyone. So we're not looking for beggars. We're not looking for people that want to be treated like a charity case. So drop me a follow, like and subscribe to YouTube if you haven't already. And share your experience. Let me know how your experience was this morning with us. I think I didn't put enough fire. Yeah, I think we need more fire because clearly we need it. We need the fire. You know, summer is dying down. Barbecue season is finishing up. Bust out the sweaters. We gotta bring the heat. I'll send you the playlist. Let me see if I can drop it here. Let me see if I can share it here, if it allows me. Oh no, I can't. If you go to their page, their YouTube page, they have other genres as well. Like techno, they have like dubstep or Skrillex style, I think. They had like rock and like all these other things. They also have it on Spotify and Apple Music. And it's copyright free. Carne asada season. Yeah. It's just starting here in Arizona. Now that we have decent weather. Well, look at you, Miss Show Off, out in Arizona. In Tucson. Tucson? Tucson, I know, don't worry. I'd love to go to Arizona. Let's say, for example, the trade doesn't go in our favor right now. Okay? Let's say. Remember, these morning sessions are for scalping. So do you remember earlier when I said you're up 30, 40 pips, now's when you can close, move stop loss, close partials, and all that stuff? That's where you don't get too greedy. So let's say if it doesn't go in our favor right now, I'm willing to accept that I was too greedy for this trade because I could have closed when I was up 30, 40 pips, which is what the scalping is for. You understand? So when you're in scalping, you're not in it for the long run. You're not looking to hold the trade for the day. I mean, sometimes you do if it's like going very, very well, but you're not looking to be hanging on to it. You're not looking to diamond hand the trade. Okay? Okay, so you caught the scalp. I like that. It's a re-entry that messes me up. If you caught the scalp and you're on the re-entry, it's okay. So it's okay to do the re-entry. Like sometimes it's still valid. Like if the trade fully hasn't like gone through, it's okay to do the re-entry. So don't feel too bad about it. As long as you maintain your risk management and your stop loss and all that stuff, that's fine. If you made money with the scalp and then maybe you lose it with your re-entry and then you walk away for the day with zero, that's still okay too. Just don't be revenge trading. So if right now you're just playing with profits, think of it that way. And maybe if it wasn't that much profits and you lose maybe a little bit on this trade, then at least you're losing less than your first risk. Hopefully that makes sense. Before I forget, let me send you the playlist. Because I will forget. Let me send you that playlist. Okay, just sent it to you on Telegram. Okay. I just got your message. I know, messed up. No, you didn't. You didn't mess up. You didn't mess up. The stop loss is fine. Could it have been better? Sure. But it's fine. Overall, all you're doing right now, look at it this way. For what you just sent me. Look at it this way. Take the first loss plus the second gain, and whatever is left over, okay? So let's say if you're, because of the profits, if you are only down 20 pips or $2 or 20 bucks or 40 bucks or whatever, if it's just like 20 pips, then just take it as you only lost that for the day, which is less than your first trade. That's okay. Leave it at that. From here, the discipline is walking away and not putting another trade for the rest of the day. So you're still okay. Okay? So you're still okay. What's more important when you're starting off and when you're still fresh and you're still getting the hang of things, what's most important is not the profits on the screen. Believe it or not. The profits are like the last thing that you should worry about. What's most important is the discipline, the consistency, the patience, the routine, following the habits. If you can manage those things, the profits will just fall into place. It's like what I used to do was, I'll give you an example. What I used to do was I would open the charts and I would just be looking. I would just be looking for, okay, is it a buy or sell? Okay. And I was basically just like gambling. I was just like guessing. Are we going long or are we going short? Because I thought, you know, every second wasted, I'm possibly missing out on the next move that's going to happen on the market. And sometimes I got it right and sometimes I got it wrong. What are the chances of me getting it right or wrong? It's 50-50. Because I'm not really like looking for anything. I'm just looking, okay, long or buy. Enter. What I should have been doing, which is what I do now, is I open the chart. I map out what I see, what I think I see. I double, triple, quadruple, 5-tuple check. And then I wait for it to get there. If it doesn't get there, then I don't enter. Why? Because it didn't get there. And just that alone has helped me become so much more profitable. Because then what am I doing? I'm only entering when my setup happens. And if the setup doesn't go in my favor, I'm okay with that because I understand what my risk to reward is, what my risk management is, and all that stuff. So in this case, if you're at a loss, the discipline of you walking away and not trading the rest of the day is way more important than you looking for a trade or an opportunity to re-enter and make the money back. I promise you. So the person that actually looks to re-enter to make that money back and succeeds and makes that money back, they actually miss out on a more valuable opportunity to overcome that monkey on their back and maintain way better discipline. So for the person that sent me that screenshot, if you have decided, which I know you did, if you decided already that you're not re-entering, that's what I want to see. And yes, I'm going to ask you for a screenshot later to make sure that you didn't. Don't worry about the FOMO, the fear of missing out. If it goes in our favor, who cares? Trades happen every single day, all throughout the day. Doesn't matter. There's always another opportunity. And the lesson is better for the long run. Absolutely. The lesson is 100% better for the long run. Because if your account size is, let's say, a modest size, anything under $1,000, I still call practice money. Or let me phrase it this way. Anything under 10,000 is practice money. Anything under 1,000 is not serious money. And I know it's going to hurt a lot of people's bank accounts hearing that, because maybe all you have is 1,000. And I'm not saying these things to put anyone down. But when it comes to trading and investing, like, really think about it. Unless you're super skilled, which most people aren't, unless you're super skilled, how much return can you really expect out of $1,000? Like what? You think from $1,000 you're gonna be able to make, you know, $100 to $500 a day? That's not realistic. You're talking about trying to flip your money 10 to 50% a day. That's gambling. So that's why under 1,000 is practice. Under 10,000 is practice, and under 1,000 is not serious, because it's not serious money. Don't risk what you're not willing to lose. Absolutely. Where I learned the lesson of don't risk what you're not willing to lose happened to be in high school, playing dice in the laneways and in the washrooms, because I didn't have money. Like, we were poor, and maybe I'd have like 50 cents to $1.50, and I could buy a beef patty with that for lunch. But then I would decide if I could go hungry for the rest of the day and maybe go try to flip that 50 cents, $1.50, $2 playing dice. Can I sacrifice it? Because if I sacrifice this money, I understand I'm going to starve the rest of the day. So there was really no turning back. That's all I had. So in terms of risk percent, I was risking 100% because that's all the money that I had, $2. So definitely the risk to reward management wasn't there, but I understood what I was getting myself into. With the playlist that I sent you on Telegram, if you go to their page, to their username, whatever, you'll see all the other things that they have there. There's a lot of pages out there that have like non-copyright music, but sometimes they might have a song or two that might get you a copyright strike. If it's for like a live stream on Instagram, I don't think it's a big deal. But if you're doing things on YouTube, it's definitely a big deal. So if you're going to be using music on YouTube, take that into consideration. Because you can use this music if you're making content also that you're going to put on YouTube. So if you're making like a vlog, let's say, right? Because I know you like to do vlogs, this kind of music can help. Man, what a difference magnifying things does. Like in person, I hate it. It's so like magnified. But I'm looking at it on my iPad like what you guys see. And it looks great. We have that other news in 5 minutes. I don't think it's going to do much. It's the natural gas news. So I don't think it's going to do much. But maybe that natural gas is the fuel we need to light this fire. Okay, you know it's got to come out now. Oh, did you just see what I saw? I forgot I put that on my recents for a reason. That's it. That's what we need right now. Gotta light it up. Okay. Thank you, Jade, for being on the live today. Have fun with your pups. Best of luck. And have an awesome day. Keep smiling. Don't let anyone piss you off. See you in the chats. Don't forget to tag me. I'm doing an experiment where I'm trying to grow a $50 account. So let's see how that goes. I don't recommend it to the faint of heart. If the move that I think is gonna happen happens, this trade alone could make the rest of the week. If what I think is gonna happen happens. I'm just saying. We don't predict the markets, but I'm just saying. You know. Let's hope they don't shoot at Trump. But I mean, if they do, you know, just saying. I hope they don't, obviously. That's something I don't understand about this duality of things. Because I don't like Biden. I don't like Trudeau. But I would never wish for either of them to get shot at or killed or murdered. Like, they should definitely retire, go to jail, even get arrested, charged, whatever. Like, if they've done something bad, obviously. But I would never wish for them to get killed. You know what I mean? But then when you see like the opposite side, like super Biden supporters, and they see Trump get shot, they're like, oh, they missed, they should have killed him, or this and that. It's like, and then you call Trump supporters extremists. I don't understand it. It's the same like when the whole vaccine thing was happening. The people that didn't want to take the vaccine by force, yes, it was force, they were just saying, hey, we just want the freedom to choose. If you want to take it, go ahead and take it. We just don't want to. Just don't force us to do so. And we hope that everything works out for you, and we hope that you don't get sick. And if you do get sick, we hope that you recover well. Whereas the opposite side was saying, well, if you don't take the vaccine, then we hope that you get sick and that you die so that you learn from not taking it. I don't get it. I don't get that kind of duality. Watch, I get like demonetized and like my page gets taken down because I'm talking about this. Let's see how this move goes. So the news, the natural gas news technically is dropping or just dropped. So we'll see how this goes. Just trying to record this for my stories. So this is a reminder. You're up. Profits if you still held. Okay, you're up in the profits. You're 30, 40 pips, 50 pips, depending on where you entered. Move your stop loss. Close your trade. Close partials. If it goes in the opposite direction, I don't think we'll have a recovery from here. So if you're going to be greedy, just know what you're in for. Capiche, capiche, capiche. So another 28 minutes. We'll end the stream at 11. Unless we catch a rocket ship to the moon. Mr. Ask Infinity, are you in the gold buy? Or are you watching Euro USD? Are you in a trade with Euro USD? Right now, to answer your question, I'm waiting for it to break this zone. If it can break past this zone, we should be golden. Right now, it's testing this area. If it breaks this, we're just breaking. Let's see if it closes above here. 15 seconds. Let's see. Let's see what's popping. Zero. Close above. Will she continue? I hope so. 3, 4, 5, 6. $94, 100. Mr. Ask Infinity, are you in any Euro USD trades right now? Are you looking at Euro USD? And if so, what are your price areas that you're looking at? Looking at NASDAQ. Like my grandfather would have said. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I was going to enter a gold trade, but I didn't. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that you didn't enter the gold trade. Now, when you say you were going to enter a gold trade, is this a gold trade on your own analysis or from what we're up to over here? I'm moving my stop loss to this right now. To this this one here. So 25, we'll call it 25.83. Let's play it safe. But my stop loss wasn't 50 pips, was 30 pips. Yeah, no problem. I understand. I understand. So it's a good thing then that you didn't enter, because then based off of your risk to reward and your risk management, it would not have been a good trade for you. Let's see what happens. Will I get stopped out? Will the Scooby Gang find out? Either we get stopped out or we're here till 11. Let's see what happens. I might get stopped out. And if it is, it's out of my hands. Yep. And we're stopped out. 25. What's funny is on one of these positions, I put the wrong stop loss, so it's still on. But I'm going to have to follow through. Should I close it? See, this is where the psychology kicks in, because I accidentally put 25.73. And it's my experiment account of $50, and I'm up a good amount for the day. Yeah, I'll just do it. Yeah, close it. Forget it. Just do it. If I were a robot, I would have closed it already. Would have been out. So it's okay. Okay, and that's it. Wherever the trade goes, I don't know. I don't care anymore. I'll cry about it later if it goes to the moon, which I know it will. But I'd rather walk away with something than nothing, especially if I'm playing with a $50 account. With a $50 account, again, this is not serious money. It's 50 bucks. But you're playing with way higher risk, which you shouldn't be doing. So the $50 account is now sitting at 65.76 for the day. So let's see how we go. Other than that, if it's your first time around, ride it. I wish I saw that. That would have been the peer pressure I would have needed. And right now I'm regretting it. But it's okay. We're up for the day. Tomorrow's another day. Follow my own advice. Practice what you preach. All that good stuff. We are another profitable day. This is now over a month and a half of no losing days. Cross your fingers. And let's keep it going. Hit the like, hit subscribe, follow me on Instagram, EdwinDzapata. DM me the word YouTube to get my free guide and see if you qualify to join our free Telegram group. We don't take just anyone. We don't want charity cases, and we want people that are serious. Come trade live with us every single day and make some money together. Other than that, keep smiling and don't let anyone piss you off.